In the heart of a bustling village, there lived a sleek, golden-furred jackal named Jadu who was known more for his hunger than his honesty. One moonless night, driven by the growling of his stomach, Jadu crept into the village in search of a stray chicken or a forgotten scrap of meat. As he darted through the shadows, he was suddenly chased by a pack of territorial village dogs. Panicked and blinded by the dark, he leaped over a low stone wall and plunged headlong into a massive vat of liquid. He struggled to the surface, gasping and shivering, only to realize he had fallen into the indigo dye left out by the local washerman. When he finally scrambled out and shook himself dry under the silver moonlight, he was no longer golden. From the tip of his nose to the end of his bushy tail, he was a brilliant, shimmering electric blue. At first, Jadu was terrified of his own reflection in a puddle. But as the sun rose, he realized that no one in the forest would recognize him. He decided to use this strange accident to his advantage. Striding into the center of the jungle with his head held high, he sat upon a high rock. The forest animals, monkeys, deer, rabbits, and even the mighty tigers gathered around in a state of bewildered awe. They had never seen a creature of such a celestial, vibrant hue. Sensing their fear and wonder, Jadu deepened his voice and announced that he was a divine messenger sent by the heavens to rule over the animal kingdom. He told them that the gods had painted him with the colors of the sky to signify his holiness, and that, under his guidance, the forest would find eternal peace. The animals, simple and superstitious, fell for the ruse completely. They brought him the finest fruits, the freshest kills, and softest moss for his bed. Jadu lived like a king for weeks, basking in the luxury of his godly status while the other animals served his every whim. He grew fat and arrogant, making sure to keep his distance from any water sources lest his secret be washed away. He even banished the other jackals from his sight, fearing their keen sense of smell or their familiar howls might give him away. He spent his days in silent meditation, or so it seemed, while secretly enjoying the fact that he had fooled even the lion, the king of the jungle, into bowing before his blue fur. However, nature has a way of revealing the truth that no amount of paint can hide. One afternoon, the humid air grew heavy and dark clouds bruised the sky. A sudden, violent thunderstorm broke over the forest. While the other animals huddled together in fear, Jadu remained on his high rock, trapped by his own pride and unable to find cover without looking undignified. As the heavy droplets began to pelt his fur, the brilliant indigo dye started to streak. Blue puddles formed at his feet, and slowly his true muddy gold coat began to peek through. At that very moment, a pack of jackals in the distance began their evening chorus of long, mournful howls. Instinct, stronger than any lie, took hold of Jadu. Forgetting his divine persona, he tilted his head back and let out a piercing, unmistakable jackal cry. The silence that followed was heavy with the realization of the gathered animals. They watched as the rain washed the last of the blue into the earth, leaving behind nothing but a common, shivering jackal who had played them for fools. The awe in their eyes turned instantly to a cold, simmering rage. Realizing the game was up, Jadu didn't wait for the lion's roar or the tiger's spring. He leaped from his rock and bolted into the thicket as fast as his legs could carry him. He spent the rest of his days as an outcast, a plain, golden jackal who learned the hard way that a coat of many colors cannot hide a heart of many lies.